So I've just had a walk down to Woolacombe. Finally sorted out my car insurance. Oh my god, van insurance. Anyway, I'll talk about that in another show. There's a little store. So Morte, there's not really too much to it, but there's kind of everything you need. What's typical about these holiday parks in the UK, you have quite a lot of people that buy these static caravans, they're called here. I guess it's a bit like a posh trailer park. Sorry, I'll just hold that better so I'm not covering up the mic. Yeah, they're really popular here, and there's kind of rules and regulations about how long you can stay here and that kind of thing, but not really gonna mean much to Vanlifers, but very popular with retired people. So, and a lot of them are kind of available for weekends, and this weekend, I mean, it looks quite busy because it's a national holiday weekend, bank holiday as we call it here, when traditionally the banks would have a day off. I think that's where the word came from. And you can see the green machine up there, which I don't really want to call it, but I'm trying to think of a name other than the green machine, because it's kind of obvious it's green. It's from Ireland, Irish import. Hi. Yeah, the van's from Ireland, so maybe something Irish perhaps. It's green as well, which is obviously a colour very much associated with Ireland. Of course, beware children, says the sign. Are they evil here? Or... But yeah, this is kind of typical holiday park, but you know, it's actually gone up. It's now £8 because it's this holiday weekend. It's normally £6, and which is really good, and that's per adult. So that's good for people like me. That's kind of takes up space, just one person. But so over there behind you have like hard covered caravan pictures, and with the electric hookup. I mean, I don't have my van yet in that condition. I don't have the electric thing, so I'm in the regular camping area, which is kind of a free-for-all. And as you can see, it doesn't look like there's anyone here. I'm sorry, anyone more. It's actually the same people. I think that car's quite new, but oh yeah, there you go. It's very dull, I can see. It's not going to come out very well, but it's just one of those days. So that's Lundy Island, like there. That looks sunny way out there, and yeah, I really like this place. I've come here in the past with friends. We've stayed here. But I guess by tomorrow it's going to look a lot different. But here she is, now fully insured legally. Although it's legally insured earlier, it's just it's now legally insured for me to convert it into a campervan. So there she is. I'll go into more detail about the van in another video, but it's basically a van, Volkswagen T4. Like I said, it was imported from Ireland, but because they drive on the same side of the road as us, on the left side, it's just the same. It would be same in the UK. Bit of rust there, tiny bit. The thing with these, I did look at quite a few of them, and they do suffer with rust, and rust is an issue in this country because the weather. So goddamn wet, but of course Ireland's really wet, but I didn't know this, but apparently Ireland, they don't put salt on the road when it's icy, so we do. So hence why a lot of our cars, and particularly old vans like this, they rust. But no, this one's really good. I had a look underneath. You know, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I couldn't really see too much rust, and they do rust. They tend to rust. Let me put down my water. Like under here, there's the around the wheels, but yeah, okay. So see me in the reflection. Okay, so that's all for now. Just I thought I'd give you a little introduction to the holiday park I'm staying. Like I said, it's a really good place if you're ever here. The the village is tiny, but there's 3 pubs and a couple of takeaways and cafe, and really, you know, all you need really. And there's a little shop as well, little post office. Happy days. Okay. Well, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to have a brief word about insurance, and it will have to be brief because I'm running out of space on my phone. So all these videos are recorded on my phone. I'm actually going to have my camera back in a couple of days, but you know, the phone does a pretty good job, I think, and I edit all my videos on the phone. So basically insurance. So I finally got insurance today, like annual. I had temporary cover for 1 week, which I'm still using up to next Wednesday. And I told you before, the reason I had to get that temporary insurance is that it, you know, it's taking 2 hours ringing around, surfing online to get an insurance quote. And I was sitting on the guy's driveway, and I think he wanted me to go. I mean, not in any bad way, but you know, I probably outstayed my welcome. But I was kind of stuffed because, you know, you can't take a vehicle on a public road without insurance. Unlike some countries like New Zealand, where it's not, you get third party only insurance with a vehicle. But anyway, that's another story. So yeah, I rang around today, and so yesterday the cheapest quote, so I could have got a quote just for the van, so that's without any modifications or turning it into a camper van. That would have been around $340, but then I wouldn't have been able to modify for, you know, I wouldn't have been able to put in any units or secure a bed. I mean, I could have used it kind of like a, you know, pop-up furniture, if you like, that's not attached to anything, but you know, ideally, you know, I want to make this into a camper van, particularly so that, you know, at some point in the future when I sell it, if it's done as a camper van, if it's registered as a camper van, it's going to find it much easier to sell it and get a little, probably, you know, at least get my money back, hopefully. So I'd say $340 just for van insurance. So the cheapest quote I got for a camper van conversion insurance, which normally gives you a specified amount of time to turn it into a camper van, it was over £1,000, so 3 times, and that's a lot, you know, for somebody of my age. I mean, if you're young drivers get really stung in this country for insurance, but you know, my car insurance used to be under £200, so to suddenly jump up to 1,000 would have been, was just too much. And the 2 main reasons is I have no recent driving history in this country, and the other reason is I don't have another vehicle, so insurance companies are going to assume that, you know, I'm going to use this for work and everything, and you know, that's actually not the case. But of course, you know, this is going to be my only vehicle. I'm travelling around in it. I'm not going to have a car sitting around doing nothing. So yeah, that was the dilemma I faced, and it's tricky. The whole insurance thing is a headache anyway, at the best of times. But I called up a company called Hearts Insurance, HIC, And they're actually very good for backpackers that come to this country, tourists. They actually one of the few companies that will insure people from overseas, so I recommend them. I'll put the links somewhere in the video at the end of the video, with all the details and some other information, but I've only got a minute left, so anyway, I called up and I got a quote around 440, and that gives me 1 year. Some of them, they only give you 90 days to convert the campervan. Once you convert the campervan, you then have to send off photos to the DVLA, which is the kind of government licensing agency basically, and then they'll confirm that, you know, on the paperwork it's a campervan. So normally you get 90 days to do that, but I've got a whole year to do that, which is really good. And I get 8,000 miles, which I hope will be enough. Pretty sure it will, but kind of sounds a lot, but then when you realise, you know, driving to Portugal from here that's like 1,600 in one hit. So anyway, I'm going to run out of time, but I just wanted to say that I have got insurance now, and it's all good. So I shall return probably with a bit more info about insurance in general. But for now, bye bye.